It is time to prepare to trade the best setups at the best prices. The stock market is setting up for multiple highly predictable, lucrative trading opportunities. I'm going to walk you through step by step our new key levels of interest, where we're interested in going long buying calls, where we're interested in going short buying puts, key strategies and confirmations you can use to determine if a level is bullish or bearish, and also how to determine and confirm if the trend is bullish or bearish and where trend reversals can occur. I'm going to walk you through step by step. Let's get straight into the analysis. Towards the end, we'll go over the trades that we ended up making. We absolutely crushed it today. So, in terms of the SPY, as you can see, if you look at the daily chart, you got previous all-time high resistance right here towards 694, and then you got some previous higher all-time high resistance right here at 695.50 to 696. If you look at what the market's doing, it's consistently breaking out, retesting, and forming higher support. If you study these two daily candlesticks right here, you're going to see that this daily candlestick is closing above previous all-time highs, bullish overall candlestick. You could see the last time it formed this green daily candlestick facing down, facing down, facing down. It just kept pushing up, right? As we're pushing for that new all-time highs and we are currently trending up during extended hours trading session, you're going to see right here that the market ended up closing higher than that previous overall close and previous towards those previous all-time highs. So it's consistently forming higher support and it's also closing higher, right? Which are all signs of bullishness. Now, in terms of this daily chart pattern, this is what I want you to understand. The daily chart pattern, the clearest signals that I'm seeing is going to be more of key levels to trade off of, right? So I'm looking at a couple daily candlesticks, and what I'm seeing is this red daily pin right here. It looks similar to this, but it looks identical to this. So basically, what it's signaling to me is that for those of you who are wondering if it's going to be a very bearish trend day, I would say the clearest tell and the strongest signal for a bearish trend day to really buy puts, if you're looking to get in towards more oversold levels and not our overbought absolute best level for puts, which I'm going to be getting into shortly on the break and retest strategy, which works both ways for puts and calls. But basically, if you're looking to buy puts at lower levels, which I'll be disclosing here shortly, the strongest, clearest signal for puts at support levels, lower levels, once if it starts cracking out those levels, breaking below, is going to be a gap down. So the strongest signal that I'm seeing for a bearish trend day and a confirmation of that is going to be the following. It's going to be a gap down, and we have to take out the previous day lows. So if you're wondering, when the market's going to have a big sell-off, if it were to happen tomorrow, we would need a gap down. That would be the strongest, clearest signal, and we would need to take out the previous day lows, which is currently sitting at 694. Now, in terms of the other signal that I'm seeing, um, if the market does gap up, which has currently happened during extended hours, we closed at 695.42. Right now it's at 697. Then it's signaling there's going to be more phenomenal, great opportunities for call options at some potential higher levels, but we could pull back first. So, the main information that I really want you to take away from the daily chart is if we have a big gap down and if we do go below the previous day lows, that is the strongest signal to buy puts and to focus on puts out the gate. And then there will be oversold levels for calls even on a bearish trend day because we could have a recovery. And another thing that I do want to that I want you to take away from this daily chart here is this daily candlestick right here, and this is very high probability heading into tomorrow. So I would say heading into tomorrow, you know, the most important levels, and again, the market does not work like this every day. This has a lot to do with daily chart patterns and also 30-day, 30-minute chart patterns, dissecting macro from micro. Daily chart could be considered more macro if you're day trading. And then when you dissect it to a short-term time frame, like 30 minutes is the perfect time frame to be trading on if you're looking for big gains in short periods of time. An overall market sense of direction with that combined with the daily chart foundation. Basically, I strongly believe the previous day high and the previous day lows are going to be the absolute best levels to be trading at. And the market will try to pull back first at this overall level, right? So like I said, the two main things that I genuinely want you to take away from how the daily charts is setting up, your best levels to be trading at are previous day highs and previous day lows. And if the market gaps down, that's a clear signal to buy puts towards the open, even if it's at lower levels, right? Those are the strongest signals that I'm seeing on the daily chart. So if the market does have a nice gap up, we will be focused on calls and there will also be plays for puts, but it's not the strongest of signals. Like I said, the strongest signals that I'm seeing are if the market actually gaps down, puts first, then calls at our lower levels. And also previous day highs and previous day lows are very, very strong signals, right? So it's not the strongest, clearest signal on the best things to do if the market does gap up. But what I'm going to do now is to make that more accurate and to get stronger signals is focus on the 30-minute chart and the patterns going on, right? So that's the main information that I want you to take away from the daily chart price action analysis was the previous day high, the previous day low to be trading at. And if the market does have a gap down, we go into previous day lows to really start hitting those puts, right? Now, let's dissect this and let's get more into the overall levels we're going to be trading at and key levels of interest to watch for if we're opening up with a gap up and a key level of interest where SPY could attempt to drop burst, right? So in terms of the 30-day, 30-minute chart pattern right here, you can see we have previous resistance right here. You got the breakout, you got the retest, and then you got the other breakout, and then you got the other retest at this previous resistance, and then you got another breakout, and then you got the retest. And then as you can see, the gap close reversal trading strategy worked once again. I absolutely crushed it today, making multiple scalps on calls. At first, some of the entries could have been better and it wasn't timed 100% accurately, but they were quick scalps where I was making just quick 10 to 20% returns. That's what the market was giving me today in terms of going, barely out of the money, basically in the money, um, with short term moves on options. Like I said, if you've been watching overall, I haven't been making a lot of trades as of recently, and that's just simply because of the price action, but I have been making moves in terms of swing trades and investments. But today I was making just some quick scalps in and out, quick 10, 20%, not flipping green to red on that, making sure I take my gains. Because the price action really hasn't been the best as of lately. And that can happen in a market that just keeps on pushing for new all-time highs as we just keep on hitting for new all-time highs, new all-time highs. Price action cannot be the best. But the point being is the best level for calls was right here at the gap close reversal. Once we filled the gap, the SPY did have a reversal. It went from 695.50 all the way to 669.30. So if you were to buy, when this filled the gap and you bought 696 calls out of the money, 50 cents out of the money, and then you sell them in the money for a quick win, it's a very, very nice return when you're buying calls at the lows, right? At first, I was buying calls, very, very small wins, much more downside. But once I started buying at the gap, perfect timing, nice bigger wins. So, anyways, the point being is SPY has closed the gap and it's currently having a breakout above this previous resistance. You can see right here, once we closed the gap, we had a short-term little reversal. Then we came back down a little bit lower, and now it's breaking out and retesting above all this resistance at 695.50 to 696. So it's attempting to react bullish, right? So it's in the process of reversing at the gap from a micro standpoint. We do have, a little like V-shaped recovery, V-shaped recovery. Um, in terms of drop signals to keep an eye on, currently not too many drop signals. I'm not really seeing any strong drop signals, any strong break and retest levels. You can keep your eyes on like 698.50 to 699, but I would say you'd have to be extremely careful with puts. If the market gaps up, we could have a drop back down, and if it does drop back down, I will say so. These are going to be the best levels for calls, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all this out and we're going to get straight into the game plan and the overall levels, right? So SPY's been breaking out, it's been retesting, it's been forming higher support. It looks like it's got a little more upside and then it's going to try to drop. And then once it drops, it's going to try to have another reversal for great opportunities for calls, right? So at current levels with the current chart pattern, I would say that like I'm not really interested in buying calls into a gap and go. I'm more interested in buying once it comes back down to fill the gap and once it comes back down to the previous day lows. That's what I'm interested in doing. In terms of the game plan, if we do open up with this gap up, I would sway away from buying calls at overbought levels. If you're interested in doing that, the only way that I would recommend for you to do it is to use the absolute best confirmations: green, red, green, break and retest, higher support, green, double, red, green, give it some time to form strong support. But one of the best things you can do is wait for an overreaction, which means, if we're not interested in buying calls at higher levels, I would say if we're pushing above a higher level, whether that's 697 or whether that's 698 or whether that's 699, I would say if you see a strong 2 to 3 point plus breakout and it comes back down to that previous resistance level to retest, the break and retest, then I would consider calls, right? So for calls on a gap up currently, I wouldn't recommend buy the breakout, gap and go. What I would recommend is let it gap up, let it go. And if anything, I would say it's more probable that it's going to try to drop first and that puts could actually print first. But in a way, I'm even swaying away from that unless we're at like a really nice resistance level for puts and there's a red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. If you're interested in that, you could try to YOLO puts. But again, I don't think these are the best ideas. I'm just giving you some ideas right there and just ways to think and how you want to apply that to your trading because everyone has different strategies and the way they trade. So like maybe if someone's interested in puts, and I'm giving them the green light, red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation on a gap up, they have a much better chance of success if that's what they want to do, if they just use those clear instructions, right? But anyways, those are some ideas, and that's my personal views. Like I said, if we do have a gap up, it's likely going to try to drop first, come back down a little bit. So what are the best ideas, right? Because I can sit here and give you plenty ideas and you can do what you want with them and your style of trading, and that's great and that can work. But what are the genuine best things to do within the market? Because that's what I that's what I prefer to trade. When I'm putting my money into a trade, I want to put my money into the absolute best setups at the best prices, into the best trades possible, not into like a decent idea. Like, why go for something decent when you could trade the absolute best and compound your account that way and then cash out weekly after it grows throughout the week? So, anyways, if you look at what the market's doing, all we're doing is breaking out and retesting, right? This is resistance. It drops, it breaks out, it retests, it pushes higher. This is the new resistance. It breaks out, it drops, it pushes higher. This is the new resistance. It breaks out, it drops. Even though it pushed lower and there was a short term break in trend, it bounced first. That's the beauty of the break and retest strategy. It's like you don't even have to be right about the overall trend because once the trend flips, it's going to try to bounce first before the trend actually snaps. And that's the beauty of getting in and getting out and having a strategy in place and a system in place where it's impossible to go green to red because you set a profit stop. If you sell when you're green, or if you get profit stopped out when you're green because you set the profit stop when you're green, it's impossible to flip red. It's impossible to get caught up in a green to red move when the trend actually flips bearish, right? Break and retest works, break and retest works. Break and retest worked, but the trend no longer continued, and then the trend broke. And now we're reversing at the gap, breaking out, retesting, forming higher support, having a gap close reversal, as I had stated within the market. The gap close reversal strategy worked. It was literally the exact lows for a nice move for 696 calls to go in the money for a nice little scalp. And that was considered a very nice move with perfect timing and perfect entry for a day like today where the market really didn't do fucking much. And now it's reversing at the gap like fucking crazy. So, anyways, the best break and retest levels that I want you to focus on are going to be the following. These are our new best levels. So the previous closing price is going to be at 695.42. Right now we're at 697.24. So we're going to go to 695.42. And as you can see, this is going to be the previous closing price, right? And this is also a very key level to be trading at. As you can see right here, you have resistance at the level, you have the breakout, you have the retest, and then it starts to push higher. Green, red, green, bullish confirmations, green, red, green, bullish confirmations, bullish wicks, higher support. You know, resistance right here, breaks out, higher support, higher floor, green, red, green, breaks out, green, red, green, breaks out, green, double red, green, breaks out, green, red, green, breaks out, all bullish signals. And it's all forming higher support, right? These are all the things you want to look for. Like imagine buying puts into a bullish uptrend with green, red, green. Or imagine buying puts into just fucking green bullish candlesticks. Look at this. Green, red, green. green, red, green, bullishness. It's doing the same fucking thing it did here, right? So if you kind of look at how this pattern's playing out, I'm telling you, it's signaling something like this. You see how we're kind of just trending up during extended hours, and then we come back down. See how we're trending up during extended hours? That's why I'm saying, man, I would say in terms of that like gap and go situation, to avoid it. Don't go chasing a gap and go out of the gate. If anything, if you want to try your first trade idea as YOLO, like I said, if we have a strong gap up, look for some bearish signals, you know? Red bearish 30-minute, red, green, red, cracks, lower highs, previous support, cracks, spikes back up, lower highs, no longer breaking out and retesting, no longer going up here, lower highs, red, 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 red. If you're seeing some of that shit towards market open or towards pre-market, you know, go short on futures. When the market's open, you could buy puts. That's one idea I do have for you for puts to potentially go open and play for a gap fill. So like I said, in terms of the side that I'm favoring currently, you're better off playing for a gap fill than going for a gap and go. Right now, the market's gapping up. It's likely not just going to keep on gapping up and going. It's more likely to come back down a little bit and fill the gap, right? But I just want you to understand that's more of like a YOLO lotto trade. I don't think that's the best thing to do, but I do think if you were to do something, it's the best thing you could do in that particular situation. So, again, in terms of that trade idea, I don't think that's the best trade idea, but I do think if someone makes a move, it's more favored on the side of filling the gap rather than being a gap and go. So, in terms of like the best no-brainer beginner trade ideas, easy money, like if someone's read with this information, I don't think they should be trading. These are the best things you can do, right? Think of the idea that I just gave you as something, it's more of a challenge. You got to be more of a professional and you start light, you size in light. So look, these are the best ideas. This is genuinely the best things you can do in the market, right? So that was just to give you a sense of direction and most likely outcomes and things to look for with confirmations at the market open. And you have to confirm that. You know, we can't just sit here and say, well, you know, it's more likely that it is going to fill the gap. So let's just buy puts it open. No, because it could be a gap and go. This is why you have to judge price action, read price action, and you know, react accordingly, you know, and understand if the market's forming lower highs and reacting bearish and forming red bearish third confirmations. Is it breaking and retesting, forming lower highs, or is it breaking out and retesting, forming higher support once the trend flips bearish? Like, I mean, this is a clear signal. Just use this as a mirror. This is a clear signal of a bullish trend. It just keeps breaking out, forming higher support, forming bullish confirmations. And then this is a clear signal right here of a break, a bullish trend and a bearish trend. You know, it's forming bearish 30-minute candlesticks. It's forming red, green, red. It drops, it comes back up, it forms lower highs, right? Starts to sell off. Even right here, it spikes, forms lower highs. Previous support, new resistance, new lower high. Previous support, new resistance, new lower high, right? And it's all bearish candles and red, green, red. You get the point, right? So just use the confirmations for the morning idea. It should be very simple. And like I said, I'm really swaying away from the idea of a gap and go. That's put it this way. The least move I'm likely to make is a gap and go. The only way I would even consider it, since we're at such overextended levels with the current pattern and just how this looks like similar to this and similar to this, and also, like I said, key levels to trade at are going to be the previous day highs and previous day lows, meaning some of the best reversal levels are to actually short the market slightly above previous day highs and towards those previous day lows. Those are some of the genuine best trade ideas you can do, especially with how we're setting up for more of a gap fill play first, then a continued gap and go, right? But you got to use confirmations. You can't just blindly trade most likely outcomes, right? But you do have to understand on terms of overall market directions, right? But use the confirmations, respond accordingly, wait to trade the best setups at the best prices. Don't just blindly trade an overall bias or an overall most likely outcome, right? We get the results we put ourselves into. If we put ourselves into a situation where we're going to trade a bias, we're going to trade a most likely outcome, then that's what we get, you know? That's exactly what we fucking get. But if we have a bias, if we have you know, a situation of this is what we would prefer to do and this is the most likely outcome and we actually use confirmations, then if we use the confirmations, we get an accurate representation of the strategy and how it should actually work. If we don't use those confirmations, then it's more of just bias thesis of the most likely thing to happen. That's not going to happen all the time, but it often happens more than it doesn't, right? So it increases win rate. It's a sense of foundation, but you got to use those confirmations and actually confirm what the fuck the ladder's going to do. But look, 695.50, if we do open up with a gap up, is a strong level of interest for a bounce. You get in, you get out. So the point is 695.50. If the market hits the level, those 696 calls should go in the money. So if you buy them out of the money, sell them in the money for a nice little, whether that's a 50-cent spike or a nice little 1 point plus move, you make profit. And that's what you do. One thing you don't do is go green to red, especially when you're already in the fucking green. You know, it's not realized until you actually realize your unrealized gains. Never flip green to red. So 695.50 is a strong level of interest to be buying calls if we have a gap up. And like I said, one thing I want to add to that I already said was you know, the only way I would play a gap and go is if we had a strong breakout. 2 to 3 points minimum, break above any of these fucking levels. And when it comes back down, it needs to be confirmed, not just blindly get in on a break and retest. That's the only way I see myself playing a gap and go is if we got the best confirmations after it has a strong breakout and comes back down to retest, 2 points minimum, right? So these are your best fucking levels to be trading at. The previous closing price, the previous day highs, and the previous day lows. The market doesn't work like this every single day, but in terms of the daily chart pattern and 30-day, 30-minute chart pattern, it is signaling that these are our absolute best levels. You can call this a zone right here. This is very key right here. This, man. All right, so let's get into this. So, most likely outcomes. If the market starts to react bearish and starts to form bearish patterns, bearish 30-minute candlesticks towards previous day highs or slightly above it, we're interested in playing puts for a gap fill play. Do I think that's the best trade idea? Absolutely fucking not. If someone took it and they were red, they should be able to bounce back and go from red to green, taking the other trade ideas, right? If they can't, then don't trade. Or just even don't trade the setups that aren't considered the absolute best. Because I don't consider that to be the absolute best. But at the end of the day, the previous day highs is genuinely the best level to be trading at heading into tomorrow. And the most likely outcome is it comes back down to fill the gap below and it could play out for futures traders. So if it reacts bearish, hit the puts. The only way I play calls at a higher level in a situation like this is if it has a strong breakout. If it goes to like 700, then it drops back down to previous day highs and reacts bullish, I might consider a call. But just note, those two ideas that I've stated are not considered the absolute best thing to do, but it's a great level to be trading at. In a situation like this, I would much rather prefer the idea on puts, playing for a quick little gap fill move. So that's your first trade idea. And the most likely outcome is the gap fill move to play puts once it reacts bearish, whether it's at previous day highs or slightly above that towards these all-time highs, right? Wait for the confirmations that I showed you. And this could play out during the pre-market. Like I said, the most likely outcome is the market tries to drop first towards the previous day highs, comes back down to fill the gap. Now, in terms of, so I just gave you two trade ideas there, one for puts, one for calls. We're obviously interested in the one for puts there because, it's signaling that we could have a pullback at that level. And it's also signaling that the market could come back down to fill the gap below, especially during extended hours, right? This could be a futures play that I'm going to be watching. Now, and like I said, the only way we buy calls at that higher level is this if this goes to 700, which would be abnormal and very unusual. Even if it went that high, I would like to come back down. So, I mean, another idea you can even look at is if this just blasted off the fucking 700, it's even YOLO or scalp a put. But like I said, really wouldn't recommend that. But it will try to come back down and magnet towards 698, if anything, if it did hit 700 first. So, anyways, 695.50 is going to be your previous closing price. This is a strong break and retest level, so we do have to go over these break and retest levels where we are interested in buying calls. So you can see right here resistance, break, retest, breaks out. You can see right here we got that same similar resistance. So we have all this resistance right here, all this resistance right here. It breaks out, it retests, it begins to reverse and break out, right? You can see we got a little break and retest support level right here. It's currently testing it. Once it drops back down towards previous day highs, starts to sell off and fills the gap. So point being is these are very strong zones where the SPY is going to have nice bounces first. So if you get in, you get out on these calls, you make your quick gains in and out, don't flip green to red, you'll do just fine very, very quickly at these overall levels, right? So you got to keep an eye on these break and retest levels for calls towards the previous closing price. And then also towards this level, this is a very strong level. I would say definitely the best level is going to be down here towards the previous day lows. So 694, but it's really this level that I'm pushing. This level right here. It's a break and retest level that forms during extended hours trading session. Um, 694.40 to 694.75 zone, right? Very, very strong break and retest level. And then as you can see, you got some break and retest levels along with a gap close reversal play at 695.50. The stock market has been consistently reversing at all the gaps. Even today, you could have made a nice small scalp. And if you use the gap close reversal strategy, you could have bought calls at the exact lows. You know, there's people who overlook these small gains and small opportunities, but on a day like today where the moves aren't as big, and if you know how to time it right, with the right strike, you can make very nice gains just getting in and getting out, even in a way just blindly, just more focused on the entry. But this was a very nice move on this buy. Once we close this gap right here at 695.60, it literally was the exact low, which is a big deal for timing and options. And it went from 695.50 to all the way to 696.30, you know? So if you would have bought those 696 calls out of the money like we did and then quickly sell them in the money and ensure that you don't go green to red, this small little move timed perfectly, and it's a very quick move as well, is a substantial profit on calls. And as you can see, the market was bouncing at a lot of our levels for calls very, very quickly. This was another one at 696 where we had a very strong bounce, even though it was against the short-term trend and delayed reaction because the market is currently attempting to react bullish, but it's also going to be attempting to drop into previous day highs. It sets you up for phenomenal opportunities to get in and get out buying the overall dip, right? Puts could be great as well, but you have to hold through all of this fucking nonsense, which is going to decay the puts at the speed of fucking light. So, complete different strategies in terms of timing bottoms perfectly for reversals, getting in and getting out, and then holding puts for fucking ever to make some all right gains. So, anyways, man, those are your best levels to be trading at. Heading into tomorrow, I would say we're looking at a fairly simple day. One of the outcomes is we could top at previous day highs and then we could bottom at previous day lows, right? So it's really like keeping your eyes on puts towards higher levels, right, for that first overall trade, and then keeping your eyes on calls towards previous closing price to previous day lows. That is genuinely the best game plan along with the other information that I provided. Now, no matter what, you know, we do have most likely outcomes. We do have sense of levels and directions where the market could potentially just trade in the overall zone of previous day lows to previous day highs, making the best levels of previous day highs for puts and the best levels of previous day lows for calls. But no matter what, you do have to understand that, you know, this is a price ladder. No matter what strategy you use, no matter you know, what system, what daily chart patterns, what 38 minute chart patterns you can use for most likely outcomes and expected ranges and stuff like that, you do have to understand if the market reacts bullish at one of these levels, it's going to go up to the next level. If the market reacts bearish at one of these levels, it's going to go down to the next level. And that's something as a trader that you have to confirm, right? You can use your bias and you can use your foundations, whether that's the daily chart patterns, 38, 30-minute chart patterns, history repeating itself. You can use all that. But at the end of the day, you do have to remember that this is a price ladder, and if the level reacts bullish, it's going to try to go to the next level up. If the level reacts bearish, it's going to try to go to the next level down. And in hindsight, you can have a sense of if it's going to be one of those days where it can blow through multiple of those levels instead of just trading one level at a time, right? Like I said, tomorrow could be a high probable day where we stay in the overall range of previous day highs and previous day lows. But without a doubt, even if it's not, those are certainly going to be some of the best levels to be trading at, along with the previous closing price. So, just understand if we break and retest above a level, it can go to the next level. If we break and retest below level, it can go down to the next level. And just to give you a quick ladder, right, I already explained to the levels that I'm interested in trading at, but just to give you a quick price action ladder to get a sense of overall direction on next level above, next level below. We'll start from the bottom, previous day lows, 694 to 694.60 overall zone, best zone for calls. 695.50 gap close reversal zone, nice scalp for calls. Above that, we got 696.50. Above that, we got previous day highs, 697.80, and then above that, we got 699. That's currently where we are at within the market. So I strongly believe if you use this game plan, you wait for the right confirmations to come in, you take these trades like a sniper and you get in, you get out, you don't flip green to red. I think you're going to be green. I think you're going to love the game plans. I think you're going to understand trading better. I think you're going to loves levels. I think you're absolutely gonna love trading SPY, man, because I've tested and traded everything, and SPY is the absolute best symbol to be day trading. If that's something you guys are interested in doing, is actually day trading. SPY is the best symbol to day trade, and it's got 0 date options every single day. It's unlimited fuck you opportunity, and we got SPX every single day. We trade it when it's cheap and low risk after 3:30 p.m. Today it was fucking, the contracts were high as shit though until later on. But anyways, that's what you need to do. If you do that, you'll be green. You'll love the levels. You'll love the game plans. You'll be like, this works. If you just blindly trade the levels, if you just blindly trade information, if you just blindly trade game plans, then it's not going to work. Only way it's going to work in that situation is if it's an automated buy level. I do like the idea, in terms of the only automated idea I like buying, I like the idea of automatically buying calls at the previous day lows. For me to sit here and say, let's automatically buy puts at previous day highs, I'm not as strongly on that idea because the market's bullish and the market just keeps on having break and retest, dude. The easiest thing you could do is just buy calls at the best fucking levels at the end of the fucking day. It's like, if someone's fucking red in this market, they need to get the fuck out because, dude, all you had to do, like, just throw the puts out the fucking window. All you had to do was just buy dips and hold, whether that's day trading, swing trading, investing. I mean, literally just swing trading and investing and not even fucking trading. That's all you had to do since fucking April to make substantial gains. Trump is the president. The market is going to keep on going up. It's unlimited fuck you money. So you guys need to make as much fuck you money as you possibly can before shit changes. Because nobody knows if it's always going to be this fucking good. But one day at a time, one step at a time, it's good and keeps on getting better. We need to milk this shit and make generational fucking wealth. So, everybody needs to take this shit seriously. Everybody needs to stop fucking around. And the only thing that you need to be fucking with is fuck you money. You know? Fuck that bitch. Fuck that other shit. Focus on fuck you money. This is the time to make generational fucking wealth. That's what I recommend. Fuck all other shit. This is the time to make as much money as you possibly fucking can. So, with that being said, it's never been better. It's never been easier. I highly recommend everyone to get involved. We're going to continue to crush it every single day. In terms of what we ended up doing today, as you can see, every single day, we have access to a real-time 0 date options trade alert system, market open. These are updated game plans of where to go short, where to go long, key levels of interest. The X means that's the zone not interested in trading, right? Get access to multiple perspectives and game plans on where to go short and where to buy the dips, right? And you can plug this into Thinkorswim Charles Schwab. That's who we use to trade options. We use Thinkorswim Charles Schwab to trade options. You could use a stream deck. You can use hotkeys and use market orders, get in, get out. This is risk management 101. Not going to be explained all over this. So just understand, this is not just trade alerts, buy, sell. This is an actual real-time 0 date options trade alert system, and it's the best system you're ever going to find within the market in terms of 0 date options. Going far out of the money, cheap, low risk trades, biggest ROI. So first trade was 692 SPY puts per 49 cents. In terms of this overall trade, you're going to see right here, in this particular situation, these puts went all the way to 90 plus cents. It's a crazy trade. It took forever to fucking print, man. This shit took for fucking ever. That's what I'm saying. When you guys are in Team Roar, one of the best things you can do inside a Team Roar is hold your trades, but don't go flipping green to red. Make sure you set profit stops and get profit stopped out. Make sure you move your profit stop up higher. That way you don't get back the bulk of your gains, because if it keeps on going up and you don't move it up and it has a big pullback, you're going to get back the bulk of your gains, right? Smaller wins where you could have made a lot more if you got profit stopped out higher. So, first trade of the day, 692, SPY puts, 49 cents, 9:37 a.m. Add, double the position. And then as you can see, trade went to 93 cents, right? So in terms of that trade, 49 cents to 90 plus cents, you're looking at nearly 100% return. We added to the wins, not to the losers, which double the gains, which is another reason why L's are so small, because we're adding to winners, which doubles to triples the gains on wins, and we're not adding to losers, which keeps losses small, right? In terms of the second trade, during the power hour trading session, every single day we trade SPX, right? SPX extravaganza YOLO session. This is what we trade, SPX. 6980 SPX calls for 135 cents at 3:47 a.m. add when it dropped to 150 cents, right? Quickly adding to that winner, slightly above the initial entry. And then as you can see, the trade went to 400 cents, right? So 150 to 400, 130, 130 to 400. You know, you're looking at a nice quick 250, 300% return there very, very quickly at the speed of light. These are the quotes moving in real time, you know, 3:47 p.m. This is where we got in, 135. 3:50 p.m. This is where we added, and then as you can see, quickly after we added, it started going up like fucking crazy. And then this was the chart on that. This is a crazy fucking chart, 45 cent all the way to 380 cent, right? So that's 2 for 2, a 100% success rate. In terms of my trades, they were just very quick scalps. You know, I was just in and out. It was very smaller gains for me percentage wise, but dollar wise, fucking gains are fucking amazing, man. So for me, it was more of just small percentage gains, and you had to get in, you had to get out, and that's exactly what I fucking did. And it was a nice green day. One of the best trades that I had on the day was buying calls at the gap. I mean, that was the highlight of my day. Personally, um, you know, in terms of my overall trading, I was just buying calls throughout the whole day. I did it a couple times. Obviously, there was more downside than upside, but I got in, I got out, and I literally the best trade that I had, I literally bought calls at the exact lows, and I had a very nice exit on that towards the peak, and it was a nice little quick scalp that made my day along with a nice quick just morning trade on calls. So I didn't really do anything too fucking crazy, but I did have just small consistent wins percentage wise, but they were great wins in terms of dollar wise, you know, when you're trading with larger account. But yeah, this was overall a good day, you know, with both the trades, man. So yeah, for those of you who are serious about trading alongside us, you get access to the group, the community chat, trade, network with other traders, and you get access to our real-time zero-date options trade alert system. Like I said, this is the best trading zero-date options trade alert system in terms of far the money, cheap lowest contracts you will ever find. There's no better system out there in terms of going far out of the money zero-date options. We've created the best far out of the money zero date options trade alert system on the planet. You will not find better far out of the money zero date options trades on the fucking planet. That's our niche. You know, obviously we focus on the stock market, but our main niche has always been zero date options trading on SPY and then SPX after 3:30 p.m. And then on Friday, we'll look to trade more stocks, and certain stocks currently are more available on Monday and Wednesday. Um, with new things that were just applied to certain tickers where they're now offering zero date options. You know, we were recently trading CVS, and we were in CVS calls at 44 cents, and it went all the way to 200 cents. You know, look at this set profit stops, puts her up 123 cents. It went to 184. We were in at 44 cents, and we set profit stops at 180, right? So we trade stocks too, and more stocks are becoming coming available where there's zero dates aren't just on Friday. There's certain stocks now, big stocks that are having zero dates on Monday and Wednesday. So things are changing. You know, who knows? Maybe in the future we'll have zero date options on everything Monday through Friday, just like fucking SPY. But that's not one of you know that's not the only reason why we just trade SPY, because it has zero dates every day, and that's what we do. We trade zero date options, but it's because SPY is genuinely one of the most highly predictable, lucrative trading tickers. Like in terms of you who believe in the, you know, one way to create an edge in the market is to just trade one ticker. I would genuinely agree. That's a real thing. That's a real system. That's a real strategy. If you trade the same ticker every single day, you get to know the stock. And I'm telling you, in terms of predictability and ease of trading, and like you can just be like a beginner level in a sense and really excel. Like you don't have to be absolute best. Like SPY is the fucking easiest, best fucking ticker to trade with my curriculum. It's so fucking predictable and fucking lucrative. The same patterns repeat all the fucking time. It's the easiest ticker that I've found to trade. And you can do zero dates every single day, and it tends to be volatile every single day. And then you can also trade SPX on it from 3:30 to 4 p.m. SPY is cracked. It gives you unlimited fucking options. Everything else is fucked. You know, it's got wider spreads, you know, longer expirations. Everything else is just shit and fucked. Unless it's Friday, it could be better. But even on Friday, stocks are fucked because their spreads are so fucking wide at times. SPY is fucking perfect. Thin spreads, volatile moves, highly predictable, zero dates every day. And like I said, SPY is one of those stocks where, in terms of like, if you guys are wondering if it's real or not, like, yes, it's very real. If you get to know a stock and you learn how to trade that one stock, you can excel on that one stock and get to know it like nobody fucking else and take over. And the one to do it on is fucking SPY. If you want to fuck shit up and fuck the whole world up and crack the whole fucking world wide fucking open and have it fucking bend to you, trade fucking SPY. It's absolutely fucking cracked. So, anyways, SPY's fucking amazing. It's changed everyone's lives, changed many lives in our group. There's fucking nothing like it, dude. I mean, man, we gotta find more SPYs. You know, that's what I do on Fridays. I look for more SPYs on these fucking zero dates. But man, we're creating more systems and just whatever we can do. That's just relate because this shit's fucking insane, man. What you can do with SPY every single fucking day. It's the most highly predictable ticker. It's just you gotta scalp this shit and get in and get out sometimes. You know. Not every trade's about holding till fucking infinity. You know, you got to set profit stops, move the profit stops up higher. So, what we do is we buy cheap, low risk, far out of the money, 0 to 8 options on SPY. We also do it on SPX when it's cheap and low risk after 3:30 p.m. The YOLOs can make you very quick 300 to 500% returns, sometimes 1000% plus every single week. We have 1 to 2 1000% gainers during power hour. It's the best time to trade because it's the cheapest, lowest risk with the highest returning trades, right? Every single day, we have multiple trades per day. We have the highest win rate in the game, and we have the highest success rate in terms of rarely having red days. The reason why we rarely ever have red days is not because we don't have losses, because at times we do have some losses, but it's because we keep our losses so small because the wins are so much bigger. And the wins are so much bigger is because we make a lot more than we lose percentage wise, and we put in more into the wins than we do into the losses because we add to the winners, right? If the most you can lose is 100%, your max risk per trade, right? Which is the same thing as if you use the stop loss on any trade and got stopped out, you lost your max risk per trade. Well, you can put in your max risk per trade into the entire value of the contracts and just let them expire worthless and go to zero, right? And hold the trades. And then once they start to go in the money, you sell them deeper in the money and make the biggest fucking gains. That's what we do. And we focus on doing that in a situation where we can hold by going far the money, but not far enough where it's not going to go deep in the money, and by trading the overall trend. That way, if we don't time it accurately, we can still hold the option because as long as our move pans out with the expected move measured, you know, as long as the trend was in our favor, which it tends to be 90+% of the fucking time, right? The trade works out even if it's not timed perfectly. The way we trade, we can actually make more money by losing money at first or by just entering trades that lose first but then come back to life and go green. You know, for example, we could be in a trade that's down 50%, 7 out of 10 times it comes back to life and it flips green on a 50% drawdown. And if the trade is down 50%, it comes back to life, goes to green, that's still a win. And then in the meantime, we buy another strike in alignment of the trend, and that one tends to be timed a lot better at a much better entry, and it just goes straight the fuck up. It's like we're buying towards the exact lows on that second strike. We didn't do it the first fucking time. And then that's 2 wins. And then we add to the winners to double the gains. It's like even when we're down on plays, 50% plus, even when we're losing, we still end up winning because we don't realize the loss. The only thing we do is the main thing we do is just let the contracts expire worthless and goes to zero, which rarely happens because our contracts tend to go deep in the money, and it's because we're trading the trend. And we know the correct strikes to select that are cheap and low risk and that are far out of the money, but not far enough to where they're not going to go deep in the money, but cheap enough where they're the cheapest, lowest risk trades, you know, for people to enter, but the highest percentage gains. So that's what we do. And we got the highest win rate in the game doing it. Not that we need it. With our system, you could be successful with a win rate as low as 30 fucking percent, man. You know, we're hitting trades that go 300, 500%, 1000% we make, and we're adding to the winners, which doubles, triples the gains, and we're not adding to the losers. And the most we can lose is 100% our trade. The most we can make is infinity percent, and we can add 2 to 3x of what we originally put into the trade, and we don't flip red because we set a profit stop and get profit stopped out. So, this is what we do. We've been doing this for decades, and we're the absolute best at doing this. In terms of Team Roar, you know, this has been going on for years and years and years, and you get access literally to a real-time documented trading record. And I can assure you, you're not going to be able to find any other trading record like this on the fucking planet where it's this much winning, it's this much gains, it's this much consistency. We have a very strong, loyal, foundational base who's been subscribed to us on a monthly subscription for a very, very long fucking time. They don't leave. And the reason why they don't leave is not just because they love the community, it's because they're making fucking money. We have people making $500, $1,000 every single day, day trading, and then cashing out at the end of the week, resetting their account, right? We have multimillionaires making tens of thousands a week, hundreds of thousands a month. It's the best fucking trading alert system you're ever gonna find. And if you want access to it, It's the first link down below within the description. And then, like I said, in the near future, I'm going to be launching this year my educational program. And the difference between this group and my group is going to be my group is going to create the traders. It's going to create the traders who create these types of systems. That's what I do. You know, I've already done this with many other traders. We've already accomplished this in Team Roar. You know, in terms of one of the things that I do best, it's not just trading, it's actually creating the traders who create these fucking systems. You know, this is what we do. Um, so yeah, my company that's going to be launched in 2026 is going to create traders, and in terms of this company, it creates a money printer. So if you want to know where the money printer is, the money printing machine that just prints out wins, prints out trades nonstop, follow the trades, win, print, trade, an actual trading company, that's Team Roar. And if you want to know the company that's going to create these types of traders, these types of systems, these type of people who go off and do big, massive fucking things and start companies and create their own fucking systems, that's going to be my company. You know, the main purpose of my company is not for people to follow me, the source, me, the architect, even though they could if they wanted to, because I'm not going to hold back. If people want to follow me and they want to see my moves, I'll show them what I'm doing in my own private group when I launch it. But that's not the sole purpose of the group. That's just to show you that I'm the source and this is what I'm doing. And then when you know what the fuck I'm doing, you could start doing what I'm doing before. And then you could start matching and see like, oh wow, I actually knew, like I know what he's thinking. I know the movie he's gonna make. Basically my job is to make you the fucking source. My job is to make you the trader who are trading this good, who are creating these systems, you know, who have these frameworks, who trade to this ability. That's going to be my goal with my company, is to create self-sufficient traders, as it always was and as it always is. You know, I've pursued Team Roar for years. Started Trader Society at first. We created Team Roar. We created the best real-time zero-day options trade alert system. The company just keeps on getting bigger, stronger, and better, and we just keep on attracting a more stronger, loyal base that's not leaving. It's an amazing company to be a part of and grow. Um, but you guys have always known, man. I've always been interested in that path of, you know, my main thing has really always been, you know, trading, growing businesses, and creating self-sufficient traders. And I haven't done that, you know, since 2022. Yeah, I haven't done that since early 2020. Yeah, 2022, early 2023. I haven't done that simply because I don't have to, and I've just been focused on so many other things, you know, just personally with my life, and you know, trading, just excelling my trading. Um, and then Team Roar, you know, we literally created the best real-time zero-day options trading alert system on the fucking planet, and growing the company, you know, like I have so much opportunity and so many fucking options. Like I said, the life I currently have, I can genuinely do whatever the fuck I want. Um, but yeah, this new group that I launch, I'll let you guys know when it's launched. It's not gonna last forever. It's not gonna be lifetime access. But the point is, enough time for sure to transform everyone's fucking life. And obviously, trading's not going to be for everyone. And people join the program will figure that out, and that will save them a fuck ton of time and a fuck ton of money just by joining the group. Some people don't figure that out till years and just waste time and money. But for a lot of people, it's genuinely going to transform them, and not just give them the answer if it's for them or not. It's going to transform their fucking lives, and they're going to make fucking money, and they're going to fucking have a skill set that's going to change their lives. And then they can use that skill set in other areas, not just the stock market. It's gonna be amazing, man. Um, you know, one of my main goals with the company is, instead of me just growing personally off camera, it's to me grow in a way where people can grow side by side with me, instead of my life just excelling and you know, not others coming up with me, more of everyone's fucking coming up with me. And then as that progresses, obviously some people are not going to be able to keep up. Some people are going to, you know, drop off at some point. Some people are going to fall off at some point. Some people are going to realize some of the things they wanted they didn't fucking want, because what it requires people to go through to maintain that shit. The top is not for fucking everyone, man. There's a reason why people fall off the fucking top. There's a reason why people make it to the top and then they come back down. It's like, dude, this shit is not for fucking everyone. You really have to go through shit and be built completely fucking you know, differently. And just for some people, it's just not for fucking them. Like I said, people can have goals and want things, but once they start to get them, they might realize like, dude, I don't want this fucking shit. Like I want something fucking else. Like everyone's after something, man. Me, I'm after evolution and freedom and wealth. Those are some of the things like evolution, wealth, freedom, spirituality, to live my absolute best life. So yeah, man, that's some of the goals of my new company. I'm looking forward to it. I'll let you guys know when it launches. It's gonna be like a small group, private application, phone call acceptance, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I'll let you guys know when that launches. And like I said, if you do want to join Team Roar and gain access to the best real-time zero-day options trade alert system, um, this is going to be the first link down below in the description. But one of my main goals with my new company is just to create more traders like this, to create the absolute best traders on the fucking planet. And some of these traders will go off and create their own systems. I'm not just going to teach them my system. I'm going to teach them how to create their own system. And everybody knows I like to trade the price action and stuff like that. So some of these traders are going to go off and use what I taught them and use what they've learned in Excel, on their own, experiencing and going through the markets and through the program. They're going to go off and figure this out with futures, crypto. They're going to create their own systems with every fucking thing. Um, Not just zero date options trading, futures, day trading, swing trading, investing. They're going to do it fucking all, man. We're going to have unlimited fucking money systems. There's going to be so much systems and so much money fucking printing. People aren't even going to fucking believe how the fuck we do, what the fuck we do. Like, it's going to be fucking insane. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, like I said, it's gonna be like a private invite acceptance. Have to get accepted in like a private invite type of group, very, very exclusive and private. And highly fucking leveled and secured this fucking time. No fucking around, no fucking community, no fucking DMing each other. But people will have access to DM my channel. I basically figured out a way where people could send a direct message to my private channels, and I can also host private live streams. And there will be a private live chat where people can chat with each other, but they're not going to be able to message each other, right? So it's going to be less community focused and more focused on these people are joining to transform them their lives. And I'm going to be the source who helps them transform their lives, and I can help make them the source and the absolute best version trader of them, and help them excel in their life. And create help create the absolute best traders. Team Roar, we got the best trades. And then my company, Trader Society, we create the best traders. That's the contrast. One company, Trader Society, is the system that creates the best traders. And then the other company, Team Roar, is the system that creates the best trades. um Trader Society has that educational standpoint that gives you the best educational trades, which might not mean it's the biggest gains, but it's the best education available within the market if you're looking to trade it from an educational way. But it's also to create self-sufficient traders. It's to create the money printers. So not to create necessarily the money printing trades, but to create the money printers, the traders who make those fucking trades, but both in a way to show them how we do everything, to dissect every fucking layer that we fucking do. Like, I'm literally gonna be like, to this new group. I'm gonna give it like all away, like all nearly everything, like in terms of the gems, the secrets, like everything. Like, there's gonna be no gatekeeping. It's gonna be leveling the fuck up, rising up every single fucking day, rising to new fucking heights, rising to heights so fucking high that people aren't either gonna be able to sustain it, or they're not gonna be able to hold it. They're gonna be like, wow, this is an amazing version of myself, and then they lose it for like a day or two, or they go in and out. Like, they're gonna see like, damn, this is tough as shit to live up to this, to be at this fucking level, but to keep it. A lot of people can excel, a lot of people can evolve, a lot of people can make it to the top, but to be able to hold what you carry and to be able to keep on evolving nonstop, and not come back down, and to continue to live up to the highest version of yourself, that's a completely different thing, man. Because most people can't hold up to their potential. They can't live up to their potential 24 fucking 7. Some people, they go up in spurts. They have a nice spurt and then they come back down. And they have a bigger spurt and they come back down. Everyone's different. Some people go in and out. Some people make it to the top and then they, just kind of drop back down a bit and then stabilize, and then strong spurts up and then come back down a little bit. But dude, I'm talking about a never ending compounding life that just keeps on fucking excelling. It excels so fucking fast. People are gonna be like, you cracked the fucking code. How the fuck did you do it? How the fuck did you level up that quick, that fast? and it's gonna have like life lessons in it too, and things that traders don't talk about in terms of like environments and like frequencies and how to create your edge and systems. It's gonna be very interesting in terms of the traders that we're going to create. It's gonna be absolutely fucking out of this world and unfucking heard of. And the reason for that is a lot of this is my life experience, and that's how I've excelled through trading is, my life experience and going through a lot of fucking shit. Going through basically every fucking thing that you can fucking imagine. Like I've lived it, I've done it, I've seen it, I've envisioned it, I've thought about it, like I've fucking lived it. And when you go through all of that and just keep on evolving, it's just unlimited fucking winning, man. It's unlimited fucking winning. Like you guys know, like some people in this world, they're just fucking magic. And that's true. Like some people are just magic. Some people just keep on leveling up. Um, some people have figured money out where it just comes in nonstop. The money just keeps on coming in. They have the systems, they have the money, they have the people in place, and the money just keeps on fucking coming 24 fucking 7, non fucking stop. It just keeps on fucking excelling. It's like it gets to a point where the point of making money is to just make more fucking money because it just keeps on fucking coming in. It's like, okay, how can we create a better system here? What business can we like? It's just more fucking money, non fucking stop. And like it literally gets to the point of like the point of money is just to make more fucking money because it's just fucking endless money coming in. So it's like just make fucking more of it. Strategically. So anyways, in a freedom way that doesn't take up your time. Um so anyways, is the first link down below in the description if you want to join Team Roar. The group absolutely fucks. It's unlimited winning, it's unlimited printing, non-stop, and you get access to all that. We're never gonna send you a direct message. We don't direct message you, you know, so don't get involved with scammers, impersonators, and stuff like that. Like I said, this new company that I'm starting is gonna be very secured because I've done this in the past, and you know, when you actually create successful traders, some of them, especially in the trading niche, like dude, traders are like some of the most heartless, soulless fucking people like I've ever fucking seen. Like you guys know how CEOs can be. CEOs, they're like cutthroat, no emotions, right? They just get the shit done. Don't give a fuck. Like how can the company go to the next level, right? It's like, dude, traders, they could be CEOs in a way. Like they're fucking ruthless, man. I'm telling you, like me, the last thing I want is to be at this point with everything I've done and accomplished and like all the fucking eyes on me and all the shit that I've been through, like it's just for me, like the last thing I would want is a fucking community. Like this new shit I'm gonna start, they're gonna have private access to messaging me, privately through message. They can message my channels, like private channels. Um, and also messaging on the live group chat. So the only group chat they're really going to be is going to be like a live feed on a live stream, and then when the live stream's over the feed disappears, right? And they're not going to be able to message each other privately, right? So the point is, like, in terms of this new shit that I'm starting, the only person they can message is me. They can't message each other, which means they're there to transform themselves, and they're also there to, get guidance from me, and I can help transfer them. If they have questions, they can communicate privately, and they can also communicate on the live stream when we're doing the live streams, right? So my own personal private channels, day trading, swing trading, investing, analysis, alerts, self sufficiency, not just buy and sell, more focused on information, stuff like that, but all of it. Basically, access to my private world, day trading, swing trading, investing, access to privately messaging me. Um, and it's actually set up in a way where they're going to be privately messaging my channel. So it's like instead of sending me a direct message personally, you're going to be sending a direct message to a private channel. So it's like they don't even have my contact information. They don't have my username. They don't have my phone number. It's completely fucking private. And the only way to message me is going to be on my private channel. I've researched and tested all this. You can do this on Telegram, and then also private live streams, right? Um, you know, the biggest problems that we've had with Discord is there's just too many like bots and impersonators. And the problem with that is the community. If you have a community group chat Anyone can DM, anyone can impersonate, anyone can scam. There's no stopping it. There's nothing you can fucking do. That's the problem with communities and group chats because like people can talk shit behind your back and they can try to fuck up your platform or try to, get people to perceive you differently. And they could just try to start shit in a group. And for someone whose job is to just transform people like one on one and doesn't want to be involved with all these fucking like, all this other shit, it's like, dude, I'm going to be focused on my shit. Like the point of my company is to basically figure out how the fuck to level me up to the absolute fucking top and take everyone fucking with me. How to level myself up in a way where it's structured in a way where it's leveling up everyone fucking else, who's putting in the work alongside me, right? That's the point of the fucking company. Like it's not to start a massive group where we can all talk to each other and then message each other privately and then in private messages, they go off and start fucking businesses or they go off and talk shit behind my back or they go off and you know start some private group behind my back and then solicit the members in my fucking group that I built up. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, in this life, once you build people up to the fucking moon and make them successful, most of them, they go off, they try to take everything you build, they try to stab you in your fucking back, they try to make it appear like they were the ones and you weren't the person who helped get them to that level. They throw you completely under the fucking bus. Basically, once people actually become the shit, and if you were the ones who taught them how to become the shit, they act like you didn't do shit, they leveled up, and then they try to take everything you fucking built. And it's like, if I give people the opportunity to do that a fucking again, oh, fuck no. It's like, dude, I'm the type of person, if I'm going to put the work into other people, it needs to be set up and structured in a way that's secured where people aren't gonna fucking fuck up, you know, they're not gonna fuck with me, they're not gonna fuck up a community. That's what I'm saying. If there's no community, they have nothing to fuck up. If they start shit with me, I'll just fucking block them privately. Like it's no problem. I'll just block them privately. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Because I'm telling you guys, like, when you level up a fuck ton of traders in a community, what they actually do is, instead of thanking you, they try to throw you under the bus and make it appear like they're the face of your fucking company and then solicit your fucking clients and DMs and then go off and start their own companies and use you as a fucking stage. And this has literally fucking happened to me multiple times in my life. And the crazy part is, this didn't just happen virtually. This happened to me in person twice. Fucking twice, dude. So what I'm telling you is I've been through this experience multiple fucking times. And I promise you, no matter what I become, no matter what I fucking do, no matter how I fucking roll, if there is a community where people can message each other, there's nothing I can fucking do. I can't control that shit unless it's a custom platform and I can see what the fuck they're saying, but still, even if I could see what they could still like there's nothing you can do in terms of like control where you can't stop that. Someone can always try to take or always try to fuck your shit up or always try to like perceive you different from other people or always try to just fuck shit up. That's what I'm saying. Like you build traders up and then they start giving their trades or start sharing their ideas. Oh, all of a sudden they're like the best fucking traders. Everybody goes join their group and then they leave your group and then you gotta ban people and then they start shit in your group all fucking time. Like, dude, the things I've accomplished, like I'm fucking done. So just think about it this way. I'm completely out of the fucking like in terms of my aspect of like business, like I have no interest in creating communities. My interest is actually um creating the best people on the fucking planet who don't need communities. Like I look at communities in a way as like it's a fucking weakness. It's like, dude, I've looked at communities and it's like I look at what people done. Like in my situation, I leveled up a fuck ton of people and like the vast majority of them, they literally did absolutely fucking nothing for me. If anything, they tried to give me a fucking headache. They tried to throw shit at my name. They tried to betray me. They tried to fucking take what I built. They try to be me, but also take what the fuck I did and give me no credit. Like, if anything, I've got absolutely fucking nothing from most people. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking for real ass people and to work like closer with people one on one. I'm not looking to like start a group, and then one day it looks like, oh, the group was a bunch of, oh, everyone leveled up, everyone cracked, everyone's different now, everyone experienced something amazing. And some of the people ended up being a piece of shit. And some of the people ended up being, oh, that's what they're gonna do. They leveled up. Oh, now they want to be me. Now they want to start their own business. Oh, now they want to throw my name under the bus. Oh, now they want to message this guy and say this about me and start this rumor and start talking this shit. He did this, he did that. Oh, now they want to create fake shit. Oh, now we got AI going on. It's like, dude, I want no association with anything. Like the path I'm on like a private communication path where, like, put it this way, no one really has any reason to try to fuck with my shit if they can't take anything from me, you know? If people's just privately communicating with me, they can't use my company as a stage to get clout, to get attention, to get friends on a Discord, and then DM all their friends and go off and start their own business, or DM all these people and say some shit about me. Look at this, look at that, change their perception, fuck up the community vibes, whatever the fuck their intention is. It's like, dude, if it's just me one on one privately chatting with people and we're just focused on, I'm just focused on leveling me up and that levels them up. We're just focused on, leveling up as people and growing, one on one instead of all this group DM snake bullshit, private fucking clicks, gains, all this fucking drama bullshit. Like, count me the fuck out of all that shit, and I'm gonna go all in on my fucking self. So basically, what the fuck I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go all in on fucking me, and it's gonna be private where no one can fuck with me. And if they do try to fuck with me, then I'm gonna cut off private communication. But at least they can't, message other people and fuck shit up that way. Because I'm telling you, once people actually crack and fucking become someone and change, a lot of people switch up for the worst. A lot of people, like, once they actually level up, a fuck ton of people glow down because they make the wrong decisions after they level up, because they throw the people who helped get them there under the fucking bus and they act like they were that guy the whole fucking time. Like, dude, this shit is fucking crazy, man. But like I said, I've been through multiple I've been through this multiple times in my life, and it's very rare, to find someone like G Roar, who actually puts in the fucking work and gets the shit done and accomplishes it. Because most people really do throw you under the fucking bus when they actually become hot shit and you helped get them there. Like, they quickly forget where they learned certain shit from. Is crazy. But to do it off like your own company that you built it off of, that's a whole nother level of fucking fuckery and betrayal and fucking low, man. So like I said, man, I'm not here to, like, build up a group of people and then have this group of people do whatever the fuck they want, whether that's they all want to, like, switch up on me someday and act like I'm not that fucking guy, and they want to start rumors about me or trash me and then, like, sell me out and then portray them as the faces of my fucking company, and then they all fucking leave and gain up on me and take all my fucking people. It's like, dude, I've been through this so many fucking times. Like, you don't understand how many people, like, want it to, like, be me in a sense, or want what I have, or want to take what the fuck I have, or want to fuck with my shit and portray me as the bad guy and fucking villain. Like, business is no fucking joke, man. And I went into this shit free fucking spirited with, like, integrity and fucking good fucking intent. And I'm telling you, most people, they will portray you as the absolute fucking worst once they actually start to level up, as if you did absolutely fucking nothing for them. And they were in your shit, leveling up, there for fucking years. And people, which it's like they're fucking actors. Like, once people actually become something and shit actually goes down and something gets real, they change up like that. So basically, like, I've noticed I have no interest in starting something where, like, I'm gonna level people up and all they're gonna try to do is, like, take from me. Whether that's, like, try to take my clients out of a group into a group that they start behind my fucking back. And then some people try to do that with, like, even though it's already wrong, they try to do it with good intent, where they say good things about me and then they still try to do it. Like, yeah, he helped me become a better trader. You could join my group. I just started this, and then make up whatever the fuck. And then other people do it with bad intent. They completely throw my name under the fucking bus, lowest of the lows. But it's like, dude, I want no social. Like, I'm not doing this to fucking, like, put it this way. I'm not gonna wake up to a group of people who wants to switch up all of a fucking sudden, whether I'm at my highest or lowest or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm fucking good. I'm not waking up to no fake ass fucking bullshit. I'm not. I'm not here to build something that's fucking fake, that's fucking bullshit. So the way I look at it is I'm gonna build people one on one, and I'll show the whole fucking world this is what I do and this is how I fucking do it. And I ain't doing it sitting in no fucking community of a fuck ton of traders with a million different fucking opinions talking behind my fucking back saying God knows fucking what, with plans and intents God knows what. It's like, dude, when people get too personally involved with the community and you give people too much power and they have direct message access to all the fucking people in the room, these motherfuckers start thinking like they're the fucking face of the company and they can fucking flip scripts and change shit, do this, do that, gain this, fuck this. Like they think they're actually in the company fucking running it. Like no, like this is my company, this is my shit. It's going to be high level secured, and it's going to be the most beautiful thing I created because it's a genuine reflection of like who the fuck I am and what the fuck I do, and no one can touch it and no one could fuck with it. And if they try to fuck with me privately, then they just lose access to me privately. That's fucking it. No bullshit fucking drama in a fucking community where they go off and message and all this other bullshit. Like it's fucking done. So it's clean. It's clean and it's gonna level up. And like I said, for me to even want to be able to do what I want to do, the shit's got to be secured. And you know, is fucking is personal, man. You know, because to go through what I went through multiple times, it's absolute fucking hell. And you start to realize like how the world treats like smart, genius people, who treats like good people. Like they always try to portray them as the bad guys. They always like think about it. Like if there's 1,000 people in a company and everyone goes against you and makes you out to look like you're the villain, you're the problem, or whatever the fuck, who do you think most people are going to believe? You know? And then people lose access to you and then they can no longer get access to you. Like, I wonder fucking why people can't get access to me anymore. You know, maybe if they fucking looked at the dumb shit that they've tried to fucking do to me, to my fucking companies, all of this stupid shit. And it's like all I've ever tried to do was good and to help people and to level up. Like, but I've learned a lot throughout my career within trading, entrepreneurship, and business. And I genuinely think at this point in time, especially with how everything is, like the best thing I can do is just work with people privately on a closer basis. There will be a group. It's just going to be in a live stream feed only where they can, you know, ask questions live in the chat for other people to see, but no private messaging, man. Because I'm telling you, the biggest problem with these group chats is you know, too many opinions, too many trades going on, too much chaos, too many characters, too many personalities, just too much bullshit. You know, like a lot of groups, they're just there to trade. That's what they're there to do. They're not really there to like learn a lot. They're just there to trade, friends, network, buddies, hang out, like trade, make money, right? It's less of a learning experience, I would say, with all these fucking opinions. It's like people need to know who's the guy, who's the source, who's the guy, who's creating the traders, who's creating the systems, who's got the education, who can change my life. And then they go to that person and then they focus on leveling themselves up alongside that person, you know, that mentorship, that coach, that source. And then they start to become that in their own unique way. They start to create their own systems, right? And then they go on their path. It's a beautiful thing. And it should be like a one-on-one thing. Because I'm telling you, once I start creating geniuses, dude, if I create geniuses, you know, and I put all these motherfuckers in a group together, there's gonna be some good people and there's gonna be some bad people. No matter what the fuck we audit, no matter what the fuck application they sign, no matter what the fuck phone call they get on, once people actually experience real life shit and real change, they start changing like fucking crazy, and everyone changes and everyone handles change and you know, getting fucking cracked and fucking going through shit differently. Everyone handles that fucking shit differently, you know? They don't know until they actually experience that certain fucking thing, um in a way. But everyone handles shit differently and everyone goes through different things at different times, and everyone's going through different, you know, evolutions. Everyone has different environments, everyone has different shit going on. If you put all that fucking chaos into a fucking group, the motherfucker's gonna explode, dude. With the people I'm gonna create, with the things I'm gonna help unlock with people, with the frequencies we're fucking on, like dude, the shit we're gonna fucking be on, it's gonna be fucking insane. My gosh, if I started a community, who the fuck knows what the fuck that looked like? But obviously, most people would be like, dude, I can go off and start my own company. I can do my own thing. And then they're gonna look at what I built and they're gonna try to fucking take it. That's what they're gonna try to do, dude. I'm telling you, like, I've been through this multiple times. When you build something worthy of fucking taking If you give people an opportunity to take it, no matter how good of a person you are, no matter how good you do someone, there's always going to try to be people who throw you under the bus, who start rumors, who lie about your name, who change perceptions, who message people, whatever the fuck, try to change the perception of you. That's what I'm saying. Like, how does it look if all of a sudden you built up a great, amazing community and then all of a sudden everyone switches up on you and you have no fucking idea why? They're all planning and plotting shit behind your back. Like, dude, I ain't going through that. Fuck that. Like, fuck that. If I'm meeting up with someone in person, then that's someone that I privately know. I ain't gonna meet up with people in a random group chat. Last time I fucking did that, they all sold me out and acted like the shit I built was all built on their fucking blood and their fucking shit. And then they all end up in another chat and out of my fucking shit because their shit fucking behavior. Like, dude, I'm fucking good. Like, do you genuinely know what that's like to like you build up a group of traders and they tell you in person, this is all yours. You built this up. And then all of a sudden, that group of traders that you built up, who leveled up, and then, all these people in your community are like, wow, this guy's a good trader. That guy's a good trader. And then all of a sudden, everyone starts looking like they're a part of the company. They're in a position in the company. Wow, these are all great traders. And then all of a sudden, all those motherfuckers who said, yeah, this is your group, this is your company, this is your community. All of a sudden, they all get together behind your back, and you meet these people in person, and they all say, hey, let's go start our own group. Let's all go. We'll go start our own group. You know, and then they go start their own group. And then what's the story there? Should we give them credit? Hey, thanks, man. Your community was awesome. We're going to go leave. We're going to go leave your group because we want to go start our own business. We want to go make money now with the information that you taught us. We leveled up. Now we want to do what you want to do. We want to be you. You think people are going to walk away clean that situation? No. They all, most of them, they'll throw me under the bus. They go off and start their own thing. They fuck up the community. I'm sitting here saying, oh, that's what this was. This is a fake paid group of fucking actors. Like, dude, my past is fucking wicked. I've been through absolutely fucking hell, and people have tried to put me in that same place multiple times in my life. And I've gotten to a point where I can't be put. I can't be put there. I'm unreachable. I'm unaccessible. You know, I've literally walked this fucking like this shit's fucking insane, man. Like I would never put myself in a position like that again. But it's gotten to a point where people can't like no matter what they do, no matter what the fuck they say, they can't do it. But at the end of the day, I don't want like I want no association with that community group shit. Like I'm fucking good, dude. Because at the end of the day, if you give people the power to post together and you give people the power to talk behind your fucking back, they're free to do whatever the fuck they want, unless it's like a custom platform. Like, who knows? Maybe in the future I create something more custom or we can monitor direct messages. But it's like I have no interest in that right now. My interest and path right now is to create the best people and then they can go off and do what the fuck they want to do privately. It's like, cool, you want to go off and start your own company with the shit I've created, and the shit you evolved in with your system, whatever the fuck. If people want to do that, then go fucking do it, But you're not gonna go do it with my fucking clientele. The fuck, like you're not gonna do it with my base, with my clientele. That's why I'm keeping my clientele private, and I don't want no fucking scammers and impersonators messaging, my clientele. So it looks like it's gonna be like private on a Telegram, my thing. But Teamroar is still currently on a Discord. But Teamroar is different. It's just trades, It's not like we're building up the absolute best, like most educational. Like it's just traders. Everybody, like they're just trading in there. Like it's my shit is different. I'm telling you, when you create an educational program where everyone's self fucking sufficient, some of them become so good where they think they're just like me, or who knows, maybe they become even better than me at some point. Like who the fuck knows? But like they just want to take over and be me, and you take all my fucking shit and take all my fucking clients. Like, and if that's like this shit is going to be secured. That's what I'm saying. Like this time, if I'm building something up, I want to build the right thing, and the thing I want to build is I want to transform people's lives, and I want to make sure that if I transform someone's life, that they're not even in a position of power or even a position to try to take my clientele or try to start some shit privately with other fucking people and then throw me under the bus. Like I'm not giving people the opportunity to do that, you know? Because what the fuck is the point of building people up just for them to stab you in your fucking back and try to take what and try to take what fucking got them to be built the fuck up in a wrong negative way. Like that's not how the world works. Like that's fucked up. But at the end of the day, if people don't have control and they're not in a secure environment to do that, then they're always putting themselves in that position to always try to monitor and always try to control that shit. Like I don't think the ROI of a community is genuinely worth it for fucking me. Like I just want to create, private people privately, and then they go off and do big fucking things. They go off, start their own companies, they go off, they teach their friends and family how to trade. That's what I'm interested in doing, man, because I'm telling you, like, in terms of the stock market niche, it is the most brutal niche. People will sell you out for fucking nothing. People will throw you under the bus for fucking nothing. People will act like you're not that guy once they level up. Like people will just fuck up your community. They will fuck up all your fucking shit. People come and go all the time. The market shifts all the time. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. We're good all the time, but people go good and bad in and out all the fucking time. Like it's fucking chaos, man. So I'm just interested in working with people on a closer basis and just working in a secured private environment where, you know, people have no reason to try to fuck with my shit because there's nothing to take. It's my clientele, it's my list, it's my private direct messages, it's their private access, to messaging me and there's nothing to fucking take. Like there's nothing to fucking like steal. Like not gonna steal my clientele. They're not gonna disrupt the community. Like people are genuinely better off when it comes to education. It's just like you can get certain things from a community, but once you figure that shit out and figure yourself out, it's like people don't need communities. Like they're focused on evolving on their own path of evolution, rather than being surrounded by a fuck ton of people. Find the right ones to work with, along with just working with yourself. At the end of the day, literally, like the best person to work with is your fucking self, is to focus on your fucking self. And then along the way, meet the right people, one on ones. That's what I prefer, one on ones. And if anything, I would say a small group, a small circle, but a large group, that's the absolute worst thing you can do. Surrounding yourself with a large group of traders, the way I look at it is just intel on like opinions, on like market bias, right? If we all know how to find the stocks, how to trade the setups, we don't need any fucking one or any fucking thing. We're our own traders, we're our own boss, we do whatever the fuck we want. I'm interested in creating freedom and self fucking sufficiency. And the true freedom and self sufficiency is putting yourself in a situation where you don't need a community. If the goal is to become self sufficient, we don't need a community to be self-sufficient. We're already self-fucking sufficient. We don't need a self-fucking sufficient community. That's literally what I did. I created a self-sufficient community, and when everyone started leveling up, these motherfuckers went off and go start their own fucking companies, do their own fucking shit, and some of them do it in the most dumbest ways to fuck up my community. I'm sitting here saying like, dude, I'm not here to build shit that gets fucked up. I'm not here to build shit where people throw me under the fucking bus or portray me like something I'm not. Like I'm good, man. You guys know how this shit is, man. The Discord is toxic as shit. All these motherfuckers privately DMing, starting shit. You know how the Discord is, man. And this shit could easily be stolen from, copied. Like, I'm on some secured shit. Like, even in Telegram, you can't copy a message. If you take a screenshot of Telegram of the app, if you try to take a screenshot on it, it's blank. You can't do it. Like it's more secured. It's harder for people to pass on information to steal and copy your trades and shit. Um, and there's a way where you can direct message my channel, not me personally, but I'm the one operating the channel, so you're still messaging me. So it secures my info that's hidden, and people can't see who's in the group, and they can only message my channel. So it's very highly secured. It's basically something that fucking Discord does not fucking do. Discord's good for a community. It's just I have no fucking interest in that because I'm telling you, if I'm creating a company that creates self-sufficient traders, if we put all these self-sufficient motherfuckers in a community, what they're gonna do is they're gonna become friends and they're gonna be like, dude, our friendship is worth so much fucking money. We should go off and start a community. And then they're gonna go start a community. And then a lot of these motherfuckers, the way they're gonna start the community is by using my fucking community as a fucking stage, because they're gonna build up their personalities, they're gonna build up their trading skills, they're gonna build up their information. And if they're not doing it publicly in the fucking group chat, they're gonna do it in the fucking DMs, which is something I have no fucking control of. So, do you think once I create the absolute best people, you know how many fucking people are gonna use it for fucking evil and try to take the shit that I'm building? Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like I'm just being honest with you guys. So that's the path I'm on. What I'm interested in doing is creating the best people, you know? And then they can go off privately and do whatever the fuck they want to do, you know? They can go do it that way, but they're not going to do it by publicly in a group chat or just fucking going behind my back in a group chat and messaging all my fucking clients. You know, there's no fucking security on that, dude. People get scammed all the time. People get fooled all the time. People change their perception all the time. You know how the market is. It's fucking emotional. There's highs and fucking lows. So one day you look good, one day you look shit. Someone's got some shit to say on the day you look fucking bad, change the percent. Like, I'm good, man. I'm fucking good. Like, I'm too smart. I'm too old for this shit. Like, I've seen it fucking all. Like, I'm fucking good. Like, those days are fucking like over, man. Like this shit, like, I'm good. I got a small tight circle, like in real life. Like, I'm fucking good. Like, I'm here to create the best people. And then, you know, hopefully they go off and do fucking good with the shit I fucking taught them, man. Because it's really fucked up and sad to see how, like, people, you know, you change people's lives and you do people good, and then they use the shit you helped give them for the wrong. They try to do wrong shit with the good skills you've given them. Like, it's fucked up to see that shit. And I ain't gonna go seeing that shit in no fucking group chat behind my fucking back. Like, dude, this shit's crazy, man. Like, imagine meeting people in person and they say they love your community. They love what you built up. This is all yours. Like, we're here. And then they all flip, like they're all wearing fucking masks, and then they leave the group, or they fuck up 24 fucking 7. We have to ban them from the fucking group, and then all of a sudden they're all acting out and fucking up. So all of a sudden it's like, dude, you can't be here anymore. And then they go off and start their own groups, and then they solicit all my fucking people over into their fucking groups, and then they start wars, and then they start nonsense in my fucking group with all this fucking bullshit, all these fake fucking people. You know, it's like all of a sudden, oh, well, if I ban this person, he's gonna try to, you know, fuck up my shit, and then they're gonna fuck up my shit, then I have to ban this person. And then it's like a fucking war. It's like, dude, I'm fucking good. Like, I'm not here to play no childish fucking games. I'm here to genuinely change people's lives. And at the end of the day, if it's just me working one on one with people, then they're responsible for taking the action, and I'm responsible for creating that change, for helping transform these people if they take the fucking actions. Like, and that's it. Like, I'm the guy. I did it. There is no group. It wasn't fucking this guy. It wasn't fucking that guy. It wasn't that fucking group. No. It was fucking me and this other fucking person, and we leveled up like fucking crazy, and we fucking evolved, man. That's what I'm interested in. Getting real fucking networks, real fucking relationships, real fucking connections. I'm telling you, if you guys want to know something that's fucking fake, groups and DMs in groups. It's the fakest shit you can ever get involved with. Is a community group chat in direct message to people in the group chat. I'm telling you, it's just like it's fake as fuck, man. But if you find a real motherfucker, or you can privately message like a real ass motherfucker, they're hard to fucking find. You find one of those motherfucking people and excel that fucking way, you'll be good, man. Because I'm telling you, I've worked with some great people, but man, groups can change people and fuck up their perception, you know? And then they walk away and then they realize, oh, I made the wrong mistake. I chose the wrong person. Oh, I got involved with the wrong people. Oh, I got involved with the wrong group. Like, dude, it's always the groups, man. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, I've been around wrong people before, but oh my gosh, groups, completely different. Fucking groups, man. Like, there's always like that one motherfucker in a group who's there like to just like start some shit or fuck some. Like, there's always that one thing. And no matter what you do, I'm telling you, like, if people have the opportunity, whether that's through direct messaging, whether that's to they have a little stage, they have a little presence, they have a little personality in your group chat, like, if people have the opportunity at some fucking point, no matter what the fuck happens, they will take it and they will fuck it up, you know? That's just how people are, man. Especially traders. You know how it is. Most people lose money, and then they're in these chats, and then drama starts, and then this starts, and then all of a sudden this guy looks like the guy, or this guy's on a hot month. He built up all these people, all these personalities, all these. You guys know how this shit is, man. If I'm trading fucking superheroes, some of them are gonna be fucking villains. But I ain't gonna give no fucking villain a fucking stage, a fucking spotlight, a fucking opportunity to message all my fucking clients like I'm good. If I'm the fucking guy, I'll be the guy privately, change people's lives privately, maybe meet some of them in person, you know? And I'll be the guy. I don't need other people in a group chat talking with each other, helping each other level up or whatever the fuck they think. No, no, no. People come to me. I'm the guy. I'll level them up, and that's it. They at some point, maybe they go off. They 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 maybe they start their own shit privately, do what they want to do privately, but they ain't doing no fucking shit with my fucking clients, dude. There's just levels to fuckery. It's one thing to learn from someone and give them no credit. It's another thing to learn from someone, give them no credit, and then try to privately say shit behind their back to gain your clientele because DMs are allowed, and then they switch up on you. It's one thing to have a community and then everyone likes each other. And then they say, wow, this guy's great. This is a great trader. Wow, this guy's a great person. Wow, this guy helped me here. And then all of a sudden one day, you're no longer great. You're no longer the guy. Oh, all of a sudden one day, oh, now they're doing their own community. Oh, now they're inviting you to go to a different community. It's like a fake fucking family, dude. That's why, like, this Discord shit or just anything in general with a group chat and direct messages, in a way, it's like a fake little fucking family. Because I'm telling you, especially if you're involved in this online shit, everyone's trying to take what you build in this fucking industry, and no matter how good you are, they just keep on getting worse at like trying to just like throw your name under the fucking bus or to portray you as something fucking bad. It's like, think about what happens. Like, if I build up a group and then I build up amazing badass traders, and then all of a sudden they like wake up one day and they level up and they're like, dude, this guy's making a fuck ton of money in his business, let's go start our own group or whatever the fuck. Some of them walk away dirty, and then when they walk away fucking dirty, how do you think that's going to make my group look and the company look and me look? And then, oh, I'm responsible for that. It's like, I can't fucking control that. If people want to fucking two-face and snake each other and wear masks, I have no control of that. That's why, like, I want no association with this shit, because I'm telling you, dude, that's how people are. They're here to take. If you build something good in this world, once people are in a position where they become, and they've excelled, a lot of them will try to take it all from you. And me, I've been put in these situations multiple times, and I'm just done getting like taken from. Like, I have no interest. Like, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where someone could potentially take something from me. If someone wanted to sue me, that's completely fine. But to take what I'm building up, like, no, fuck that. Like, my end goal, if I were to build up a group of traders, my end goal isn't for them to fucking talk shit about me and then they go start their own fucking thing, or for them to try to take my fucking clientele through DMs. Like, I'm good, dude. I ain't playing these little like snake games. So just know this is going to be the most secured private program. And the reason why people are joining is to level them fucking selves up, you know, alongside me, to become the fucking source. That's the fucking shit I'm on, man. Because you wouldn't believe, I'm telling you, like, dude, for that to happen twice, in person twice, I built up group of traders. They all loved me. They all leveled up. They all learned a lot from me. And they all fucking like betrayed me in a way or backstabbed me in some sort of way. And then they went off to go start their own group. And they go off and start their own group with all of the group that I built up, because I'm not fucking hiring them. I'm not fucking paying them. It's like, dude, it's a fucking community. The fuck? Like, this is my fucking company. If you want to be part of the community, be part of the community. Like, I'm not fucking paying you to fucking be here. You do what you want to do. But like, dude, people expect to get paid. People expect this. People expect that. It's like, dude, I'm starting a fucking community. The fuck you mean? It's my fucking community. The fuck? And all of a sudden, oh no, we want to get paid. We want this. We want that. Oh, all of a sudden now it's their community. Oh, all of a sudden they're DMing everyone else to join their community. Oh, all of a sudden it's not my community. Oh, all of a sudden I'm shit. Oh, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. Oh, all of a sudden I did this and I'm a snake. Oh, all of a sudden, yeah, he did this privately. He's not that. He's a liar. He's scam. Oh, all of a sudden I'm not the guy. Oh, all of a sudden the company's gone. Oh, all of a sudden I was a fake paid actor. It's like, dude, I'm fucking good. Fuck all of you. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Like, watching this motherfucking video. Like, they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked, dude. I've been through this shit twice in person, multiple times online, and I've been through the absolute fucking hell like going through this. And like, for the earth angel that I am, and for the person that I am, I would never put myself in a situation like that. You know? So, I mean, at worst, like, someone learns from me, they go off, they take all my information, and then they attempt to start their own fucking company. You know? That could be like a worst case scenario thing, but there will be like NDAs, private disclosures, and things they will have to sign to prevent that. But at the end of the day, people could do what they want to do, but then maybe they fuck around and find out if there's a lawsuit or something. But my main goal is just to create the absolute best traders, and then I don't want anyone to use the things that I teach them for bad or for fucking evil, man. But I'm telling you, if I give people a group chat or private messages, it literally opens the fucking door to fuck shit 24 fucking 7. And basically what this did at one point was it wasted all my fucking time, and I had to focus on all this stupid fucking shit rather than fucking trading. And the point of this shit is to focus on fucking trading, not on these bullshit fucking group community fucking conversations. It's like, dude, if you want a conversation with someone, there's fucking friends, family, there's your fucking self. You can hire a fucking therapist, whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, I wouldn't recommend therapy. I have no interest in that. But like, there's other fucking options, man. This is trading. This is about making fucking money? And when you teach people how to make money, they start thinking that, oh wow, I can have that business, I can take his clients, I could it's a fucked up business, man. I'm in a fucked up business, and most people aren't as good as me. And when you're this fucking good, everybody portrays you to be something that you're fucking not, dude. If I started a fucking community, oh my gosh, there would be scandals, there would be fucking all this fucking drama, all this fucking bullshit. Like, dude, I ain't starting no shit where people are using my name for a wrong way. Dude, I met up with a guy. He took a picture of me. I was young. I didn't understand like the value of a fucking photo. Nobody ever takes pictures with me. The first student who joined my group, he took a picture of me. He was a great fucking guy. He was one of the best members in a group. The second motherfucker who I met up with years later, who took a fucking picture of me, this motherfucker took a picture of me. And then he DM'd every fucking one, and he had some presence in the community. He had some time in the community. He alerted some trades. This motherfucker goes off and DMs every fucking one, making up stories and shit, using my picture and my name for clout, going behind my back to sell a real time zero date options train alert system. It's like, dude, some people genuinely think that they're that guy, that they're fucking magic or some shit. It's like, dude, these motherfuckers are scammers. A motherfucker took a photo with me, and then he goes off and he tells everyone in the group, hey, it's $4,000. I got this private trade alert system. You guys know Will's my boy, whatever the fuck. You saw the photo. You saw, he hypes me up in the chat. It's like, dude, people do good in my group community. I'm like, I'm hyping them up. I'm like, man, good shit, good trade. Wow, this guy's good. It's like, I'm not fucking delusional. It's like, yeah, it's good trades, whatever the fuck. It's like, dude, this motherfucker goes off and says, yeah, we got the best trade alert system. It's $4,000 behind my back. That motherfucker made tens of thousands of dollars trying to scam people just off a picture of me. It's like, and now I realize, like, oh fuck, people are gonna try to use my name, fuck with this. Like, dude, we got the motherfucking system. Scam ass motherfucking hoes thinking they got some shit, they don't got shit. You want the real deal? You want the real fucking system? We got this shit. So that's what you guys need to understand, man. Like, that's not like, who knows? Like, maybe this company at some point, you know, won't even be on Discord. It's just the reason why there's no problems here and it's just so fucking secure, even though it isn't a Discord, is because again, this is just a trade alert system. Everybody in the community knows that the lead trader is GRoar. It's a trade alert system, and people are there to trade. They're not here to like fucking learn and learn all this shit and create their own businesses and all this other shit. Like, dude, I'm saying once you start educating people and making people fucking geniuses and self fucking sufficiency, some of them get so fucking high on their fucking shit that they're like, holy shit, I'm just like this guy now and I'm leveling up. And I have a whole stage, a whole community. Like, once you start allowing people to fucking give out trades or give out information, all this shit, all of a sudden, oh wow, these are great people. And then your clients go to them and all this shit. Like, dude, we're good. Like, we're very, we have some strict rules in place and stuff like that. But everybody knows, like, inside this community, like Team Roar, GWAR's trade alert system, and this is a trading community. But my shit, when you're creating like fucking geniuses, when you're fucking creating self sufficiency, like I'm telling you, dude, it's the worst feeling to build the. It's the one of the worst feelings in this world is to put yourself into someone else, because you're trying to level them up. And maybe you even see some of you in them, or maybe you see something in them, right? And you go all fucking in on that other person and you level them up to the fucking moon. And then they betray you and they throw you under the fucking bus, you know? And some of them do it in the sickest twisted ways. Whether that's you have a past or something and they start drama, they start rumors, and they lie about you. But it gets more insane when you start a group of traders and the whole fucking group talks behind your back and they create some fucking plan to portray you of something that you're fucking not. Or to appear like something's happening to confuse the fucking shit out of you. Like, can you imagine that shit? Like, you build up a group of traders, they all love you, and then you wake up one day confused as fuck, or like, what the fuck? Did these guys just fucking snake me? These guys just fucking two-faced me? Oh, these are all fake fucking people. And then all of a sudden, the community that you hyped up, the stage you built, the fucking presence you built, all these people you built up to the fucking moon, because I helped level them up and we liked each other at one point or whatever the fuck, like, we had fun in the community. All of a sudden, the whole fucking group turns on you, and then you got all these motherfuckers in the group watching this shit, and they're like, whoa, this is fucked up. And then a fuck ton of people switch up. Then you gotta ban the people, and then the community gets fucked up. And then you're sitting there going, dude, I can't do this again. No way in fucking hell. I'm not gonna build something up that could be torn apart. That could be they could take my shit, go start their own shit with my fucking people that I built up, and they can like, oh, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're using this guy's fucking name as a platform, and then we're gonna build this guy up to the fucking moon, and then we're all gonna create a fake story, or we're all gonna figure a way out to get fucking banned from here or to start some shit from here and then make up lies about him through DMs and say all this shit and create fake fucking messages and fake fucking communications. And now AI is out. It's like, dude, I am fucking good. This is the worst fucking business to start a fucking community. I fucking promise you. Nobody has your fucking back. And the only people that do have your back are the ones getting a fucking check. It's a brutal fucking business, man. Like, I am fucking good, man. So just know in terms of the path that I'm on, it's building people up in a way where there's nothing they can take from me. And it's like a more one-on-one personal private thing because I'm telling you, man, only the absolute best, only the goats go through this shit. Even Giro at one point went through this, I would say twice, in a different way, but like went through this in twice. I'm telling you, like some of the best people in this world, they will have an entire group, an entire tribe, 1,000 plus people go up against them. And me, I'll lose all those people without a problem. I'll ban all those people without a fucking problem because I can't be around fake people. I can't be around the wrong fucking people, man. That's what I'm saying. Like for the level that I'm fucking on, like I'm behind, I'm beyond some people's comprehension. Like I can't sit here and deal with that fucking bullshit. People got to figure out their own fucking bullshit. I ain't here to fucking deal with that. I'm here to trade and create the best traders. But it's just like I said, like a community's not needed, and I'm not putting myself in a situation that's not secured. I'm not here to build up something that could be taken or something that could just be completely turned into a complete 180 where like all of a sudden, wow, this guy built up a great group, he's the face of the company, and then all of a sudden one day everyone wakes up and they switch up, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's a shit fucking company, throw them under the bus, and then they go off and start the great companies. Like, dude, these two-faced, like, I'm good, man. Everyone's in this business to level up and to make fucking money. That's why they're in this fucking shit. It's the fucking stock market. People come here to make money. So if you give them the opportunity where, yeah, we're gonna make you the best trader and we're gonna build you up to the fucking moon, and then if you give them the opportunity where they can use your shit and their shit too to fucking DM all your fucking clients, and then all of a sudden they have a base of fucking hundreds of members paying them a monthly fee and they're free for the rest of their fucking life. Like, dude, you ain't using my name and my platform for that? This is why some of the best people, they're not in Discords. At least the smart ones are not in fucking Discords. Like I said, maybe at some point we'll have a private custom platform, but it's just that's a lot, man. That's a lot to manage. There's a lot to do. There's a lot involved. Like I'm just trying to keep things more simpler right now in the most secured way. And Teamroar is a different company. That company, it's a lot more safer to be in Discord. But like I said, when you're creating self-sufficient fucking geniuses, where you're teaching them how to create their own systems and I'm giving them my system, that's completely fucking different, dude. When people change and level up, like I said, they could just go off and DM each other and do fuck off and whatever the fuck. It's like, dude, they could people that fucking two-faced snakes. Like I'm fucking good, man. So, anyways, it looks like one of the main parts of the program is likely going to be in Telegram and then live streaming. And like I said, Telegram actually added in a new feature where you can direct message someone's channel. So it's a view only channel where you can view all of my messages. like a broadcast channel, not a group channel. And you could privately message, not me, you can privately message my channel, and I'm the one who operates the channel. So it's a secured way where no scammer can message you, no scammer can get in. You can see all my private messages throughout the broadcast channel. You can view them, and then if you have any questions, you can send me a direct message through my channel. And all of my information is private, and everything's fucking secured. And yours can be private and secured too if you set it up that way, where nobody knows anybody's informations, nobody knows anybody's usernames, and it's completely secured. And I'm the only one who has access to the list of people because I'm the CEO of the fucking company, as it should be. And it's gonna be fucking secured, and it's just gonna be set up in a way where I know that like I'm working with real people. These are real people. They're here for me. They're working one on one for me. Maybe worst case scenario, some of them try to take my shit and they go off and start their own companies, right? But at least they're not fucking doing it with my fucking group that I don't have because I don't fucking want one. I know how shit are. I know how people are. It's like, dude, I am fucking good. Like, I'll build people up privately. They don't need to be seen. The people I build up to the fucking moon, they don't need to be marketed. They don't need to be seen. The motherfucker who's going to be seen is going to be me. And people are going to see I'm going to be leveling up and up and up and up. Maybe along the way, I'll do some content with some of the people that I'm closer with. Maybe we'll meet up, we'll film some content. Not too interested in that. But people are going to see I'm going to level up, non fucking stop. And basically, I'll be the motherfucker of the face of this company that's creating self sufficient traders. And then, yeah, some of these self sufficient traders will go off and privately start, these fucking companies. And then people who know my language are going to know that they learned from me, whether they admit it or not. We'll fucking see. But there's going to be private disclosures, NDAs, and things like that that prevents them from doing that. And then if a lawsuit needs to happen, a lawsuit needs to happen. But it's like, I'm really not like, I'm just trying to create the absolute best traders. That is the end goal. And at the end of the day, they go off and they do what they fucking want. But they're not fucking doing it with my fucking clients. And they're not gonna send a fucking group chat and act like we're the fucking best and then switch up the next day and try to take everything from me. Like, dude, I am fucking good. I've had so much taken away from me multiple times in my life. And in my experience, for a lot of the time, it was all for the best. It's like I've never lost anything. It's like, cool, I lost a shitty person. All right, cool. Stay the fuck away from me. Like, get the fuck out of my life. Okay, cool. You're just wasting my. Okay, cool. So that's what we're doing. I'm building you up, and I'm helping you leveling up, and you're acting like shit's all good, and then you just want to pull some fake shit and then like wear a mask and like two face me. Okay, cool. Stay the fuck away from me. It's like I'm putting myself in situations where this is like least likely to happen. But you know how online shit can be too. A lot of this online shit is just fake. So I just wanted to bring some awareness to that, man, because to go through that twice in person and online, I've seen it all. I have all the contrast, man. It's like I'm gonna be in the most secured, high level fucking shit where nobody can fuck with me, and if they try to fuck with me, they lose private access communication to me. Then it's just simple as that. Like, if people still try to fuck with me in my shit, and it's just private communication, then just just get the fuck out. Like, just that makes no fucking sense. Like, how are you gonna try to fuck with someone privately? There's nothing to take. There's nothing like if someone fucks with me privately, they're just fucking out. Like, there's just nothing to say. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it off that, man. 2026 is gonna be the best year. It's gonna be fucking amazing. I will see you guys within the chat.